The moment this man slipped into a customer's high heels, he was shocked to see himself transform into her exact appearance. He thought he'd just gained a superpower, so he tried on a pair of men's leather shoes and instantly turned into another man. But when he put on a pair of Oxfords, nothing happened. Then he remembered, the first two pairs had been repaired, so he quickly fixed up the Oxfords and tried again. This time, he became an old man. Turns out, this magical power came from that enchanted stitching machine. Wear a wealthy man's shoes, and you become a millionaire. Slip into another pair, and you're suddenly a mafia boss. But if the owner of the shoes is dead, you take on their exact likeness. The next day, Jack disguised himself as a rich man and went out for a lavish dinner. When it was time to pay, he slipped into the restroom, changed back to his real self, and walked away unnoticed. Another time, a young woman brought in her boyfriend's shoes. Jack put them on, became the boyfriend, and followed her home. But just as he was taking off his jacket, he glanced at the shoes and froze, panicking. He ran out the door, leaving the woman completely confused. Later, Jack heard his mother wished she could have dinner with her missing husband. So, he pulled out his father's old shoes, repaired them, and transformed into his father. He took his mother out to dinner, and for the first time in years, she smiled again. But the very next day, she passed away. One day, a man showed up demanding the return of his black boots. When he spoke disrespectfully about Jack's mother, Jack asked him for a receipt. The man got violent. To get revenge, Jack snuck into the man's home, hoping to steal his money and buy his mother a proper grave. But instead, he found a massive stash of weapons before he could escape. The man walked in. He attacked Jack, nearly choking him to death. Jack managed to shock him with a stun gun, then disguised himself as the man's son. He tied the man up, interrogating him about the hidden money. When he refused to answer, Jack turned into a middle-aged woman. The man, fooled, finally revealed where the watches were hidden. Just as Jack was about to grab them, one of the man's thugs showed up, saying they had to collect a $50,000 debt. So Jack tagged along, arriving at a wealthy estate. The lady of the house gave Jack a difficult task, but also handed him 50 grand. When Jack returned, the man was already waiting for him. He beat Jack to the ground, nearly strangling him to death. In a desperate move, Jack kicked him hard in the throat. When the man stopped breathing, Jack panicked and fled back to his shop. Afraid the police would soon find him, Jack decided to confess. But when he led the police back to the house, the body was gone. The cops assumed he was pulling a prank and simply left. Back at the shop, Jack discovered a pair of pink high heels. Later, chatting with the barber next door, he nearly fainted when the man took off his shoes. It was his long-lost father. Turns out, he had moved the body. His father explained that in the basement lay a collection of family heirloom shoes, each one worth a fortune. His fantastical tale comes from the American film The Cobbler.